welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Morning Glow. Welcome to another episode of the Morning Glow. We got a great broadcast lineup for you this morning. Got an absolutely amazing broadcast lineup for you this morning. Now, only thing we're waiting on right now, waiting on you. This is Way Out Wednesday. This is the day that you become the boss. All you have to do is give us a call, 678-381-1973, 678-381-1973. Give us a call, and we want to talk about whatever you want to talk about, and talk about it in its entirety. Hold on, I got a couple of little homework assignment I got to do. I got to turn this one on here. Okay, we got that one going. I'll turn this one on right here. Get that one going, and there we have it. There we have it. Good morning. A good morning to all the other platforms that we're actually broadcasting on right now. We got a lot of things that we got going on this morning, and we want to make sure that you are a part. Excuse me, that you are a part of what we're doing. Again, the phone lines are open, 678-381-1973, 678-381-1973. If you have an opportunity, if you have a chance, give us a call. If you have a question, concern, or anything that's going on in and around your community that you would like to have us to discuss and talk about, is real simple, very very simple. All you have to do is give us that call, give us that much waited on call. Again, 678-381-1973, 678-381-1973. You are more than welcome to be a part of what we're doing here this morning. So give us a call and let us hear from you. I got a couple of issues I want to talk about today. And it's going to be interesting. I've written down a few of them here, and I got a few more that I want to add to the list. But let me ask you a question. If you're dealing with, say, fellas, if you're dealing with a young lady and she have, excuse me, she have a son, and the son has proven to be very disrespectful. He's proven to be and it could be a lot of reasons tied up in that. One reason could be the fact that he's so used to being what she has told him, the man of the house. And now now all of a sudden, give me something to drink, hold on for a second. And then all of a sudden, here you come. And this young guy, he could very well be thinking that you're trying to take his place, his position in the household. And so he rebels.
Lyra Jones Nonro joined.
Is there a certain way that he would have to rebel? Is there a certain way that he would have to? Leonard, good morning. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, Mr. Raheem. Morning, Glow family. How are you?
Hey, doing good. Leonard, I'm asking a question. This is Way Out Wednesday, man. I'm gonna come to you in a little bit. I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna come to you. I got a couple of things I want to talk about as well. But Leonard, you are and first, for the record, I know how you feel about dating young ladies that have kids. I know how you feel, but just for the sake of the conversation, let's go here for a second. You're dating this young lady. She has a teenage son. Well, let's say a 12-year-old son, preteen. And you come to hang out with them at her place of residence, or they come to yours, and he's always very rude. And a lot of that could be that he's thinking that you're trying to take his position because she's told him so long, you the man of the house. And I don't understand why women do this. You're the man of the house, you're the man of the house, you're the child, you're my son, and I'm running this house, but you're in here with me. But that's neither here nor there. He's very rude. Leonard, what is the level of rude you would allow him to be before you stepped in and say, look at here, if we plan on talking to her, if we plan on going any further, you got to handle that, or I will figure out a way to handle it myself. At what level? How would you handle that, Leonard? Or how should it be handled?
I'm trying to think what you consider rude.
Um. Okay. You go into the house and okay, you go to their house to hang out with them. You take lunch
Okay.
and everything, and you get there and you greet her. Hey, baby, how you doing? Good to see you. You looking good today. And you look at him. You say, hey, big man, how you doing? F you. What? What? What you just say? That level.
Hmm. I would probably just leave and tell her she need to handle that.
Mm-hmm. Would
I
would
don't
you
I
do?
don't I don't really do disrespectful kids. I don't. You know, you say something like that to me. First of all, F you.
No, man, no.
And you watch your mouth when you're talking to grown people. I don't know if you've been taught before, but here's your
Mm-hmm.
first lesson. That second
Mm-hmm.
one gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I promise you, sir.
Mm-hmm. And so, how would that affect you all's relationship, you and her?
Well, I mean, really depends on her. She gonna check her kid.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't gonna happen no more, and we be together.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple as that.
That would be the end of it.
Yes,
I can see that.
your
Yeah.
kid is your number one priority.
Mm-hmm.
So if he
Mm-hmm.
gonna ruin everybody that come by here, maybe you need at some point you're gonna have to take care of that.
Do you think he could be doing that by design?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
That is probably exactly why he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Wow.
if he just ain't got no manners, that's his mama's fault.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to think about how what she raising that would
Mm-hmm.
say that to an adult that come by there.
Mm-hmm.
Something else
And
going on.
and see the thing about it, Leonard, that's the first thing that come out of his mouth. You trying to be pleasant. Hey, young man, how you doing, man? And then F you. Whoa. And so sometimes in some situations, Leonard, you may get a quick reaction, and some folks might get a quick reaction from that, and before you know it, they're done swung.
No, I'm not gonna do all that.
Mhm. Mhm.
I mean, why? All
Mhm.
you gotta do is turn around and go the other way.
Mhm.
I ain't got time for it.
And so what I'm hearing you say is that could be regardless of how you feel about her as a person, relationship wise, all that aside, if she don't handle that situation, the relationship is over.
Yeah, it would be. And I'm
Mm.
putting myself in a position that would have been in a relationship like that.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So no, no.
Mhm.
That's exactly why I don't get into it.
Mhm. Because there's so many different elements. There's so many different layers, man. When you're dating, see, people don't understand, man. They see this person, and the person look good, and most of the time, that's the first test. How she look? She look good. You got the baby body. Look here.
That's the only reason why you over there.
Yeah, that's the only reason you're over there. It's truth of the matter. It is the only reason you're over there because she got a big butt, baby hair, and a smile.
And
Baby hair.
he could be protecting his mother.
Mm-hmm. 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 But see, is that a conversation that you would have to have with him, though?
I'm not having no conversation with him other than
Mm-hmm.
what we just said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, I'm not finna get into it with her child.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just dating her. What go on in their house is their business.
Mm-hmm. But there is certain limitations as to what you would deal with or subject yourself to while you're dating her.
But it ain't even got to be a kid. It could be her.
Mm-hmm.
If
Mm.
she spoke to me like that, we'd
Mm.
have a problem.
Now you have a major problem if she speak to you like that, Leonard.
Exactly. But if her child is speaking to you like that,
Mm-hmm.
y'all gonna have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And it stems from the relationship between her and her child.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why she needs to focus all of her attention on that relationship.
Mm-hmm. Mm. And so you'll be more than willing and ready to remove yourself from the whole situation.
Oh yeah. Yeah, especially if I was the type of person to put myself in those situations.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, Leonard, you've never dated anyone with kids.
No, I didn't do a lot of dating at all.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
get I get to know you if I think I'm gonna spend time with you. We start courting and we get married.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going. I don't believe in saying one thing and doing another.
Mm-hmm.
If you dealing with a person with children, you need to respect the fact that those children should come first in her life,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and everything that you do could possibly be distracting from that. So it's a certain way you should carry yourself. But a lot of people don't have good intentions, and they, you know how it is. Just could be just a booty call or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't need that to be disrupting your household.
hmm Now, what is it when and I know what it is called a booty call. You know, we often
Hmm
we've dealt
We're not gonna act like y'all went over there and y'all having Bible study. And we're not gonna act like y'all restraining from sexual relations.
Yeah.
We're not gonna pretend. We're not gonna play that game.
10 o'clock at night, you ain't going up to a house out on ice.
You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna play like that.
You ain't going, come on now. Let's be real with you. You're not going over there at 10 o'clock at night. You're not going over there to have no cup of ice cream and sit around the table and y'all stir the ice cream together. Y'all gonna stir some ice cream, but it ain't gonna be
You know what I'm saying, man? You can't, the child senses while you're there, most likely. And that it's so sad that we expose our children to some of our worst behaviors. And I understand, I'm not saying that people with children shouldn't date. But there's a lot more things you need to do up front before someone meets your child. You shouldn't they shouldn't just meet your child just because the child is there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not, not so cool. But I never wanted to be involved with a woman that had children when I was much, much younger in the first place. Because I just feel that way about children. So I've seen too many horrible examples.
And truth of the matter, that's being responsible. That's being responsible. Because some people don't have that level of responsibility. They don't care.
I don't do baby daddies. None of that.
Now, that's a whole different layer right there too.
But that's why he there. He here. It's your son. You didn't make him by yourself.
Now, talking about baby dads and baby mamas, that could be a whole different situation, Leonard.
It's really, it must be really rough for some, and if it ain't, it's because they don't care.
Some people, Leonard, get with somebody else just because they need help.
I understand that too.
Yeah,
and there's nothing wrong with it. People make it work all the time. It's just, if that's okay with you. You got some guys, they just great with kids. They're just great with kids, and they're good dads or whatever. And I know, like, say for instance, with the organization, we have young men that do mentorship. I don't mind mentorship, but that's not my strongest point. I'm not usually one to engage the mentorship piece. But a very simple fact is that behavior development and things like that is very challenging. And I have a 13-year-old son myself. So, if I can help you, I'll help you.
Yeah.
That's no problem. But I don't want a new problem.
Leonard, you just stepped into something that I wanted to talk about today. And I'm good. I got to go ahead and I see one of my devices has come undone, so I got to go and fix it. While you talk about this, I'm going to run over there real quick and do that. But Leonard, what is the limit? What is the limit if amount of money that you will loan somebody that if they don't pay you back, it might become physical? What is the limit?
There really ain't a limit. If it's that much money, there's a contract involved on what you will pay, how you'll pay it, and what will happen if you don't pay it.
Okay.
That's how I would prefer to do business, because I want everything to be legal. So one, I'm not gonna loan somebody some money I got to fight in the first place. You ain't got no business asking me for money if our relationship is like that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you have people that's how people take advantage of one another, I guess. Is you think you can trust somebody, and before you loan them a large sum of money, and you probably shouldn't have loaned it to them anyway. You know them.
Yeah.
You know, but then people will say, well, I just thought because we was friends, or what that got to do with the money? If you loaning that much money, you need to make sure you have a note signed or whatever on all the terms. You don't want it to be, you don't want no misunderstanding.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what it would be. But what if even with the contract, with the note being signed and everything, you go to him, you say, look here, man, you're supposed to give me a little something Friday, and you know, the day's Tuesday, and I hadn't heard from you. And later they look at you and they say, man, look here, I'm not giving you no money, man. I'm not giving you no money. You said, wait a minute, bro, hold on. You know, y'all had a little conversation, and then later it get a little heated, and they look at you and use that old street terminology. Man, you're gonna get this money. You got to get it like Drake, bro.
Oh, no, that's different.
Go ahead, talk. Speak on that. Let me fix this real quick.
Now, if you come at me like that and talk about what you ain't gonna do and what you ain't gonna pay, there could be an issue. But I'm not gonna get too physical with somebody over a couple of dollars. What'll happen is I'll never speak to them again. You know, because one, you'd have broke the trust, and I think a lot of people learn that with loaning monies, especially. You shouldn't let money get you to that point, but that is regular business on the street, where I give you something and you don't give it back. I can't necessarily go to the court, or I just choose not to go to the court. There are some people that just get their money like that. And a lot of times, if it's that much money, we're not gonna have to fight. You're gonna understand how important it is that you give me that money.
Or would you get it like Drake?
We're not gonna talk about it.
Okay. Because sometimes, unfortunately, sometimes it does come to that. It does come to that way, you know.
I mean, I guess, you know, and that's common. That's common, especially for people who do business that way. That's very common. So, you know, I don't do business like that. So if we have an issue with some money or whatever, and you know you owe it, a lot of times, you know, I take you to court for it. Now, the disrespect to get you a whipping.
Oh yeah.
But just not having the money, you just maybe you ain't got it. You ain't got it.
But when they cross that line, I said, man, look, I done told you I ain't giving you no money, man. You want to get this money, you get it like Drake, man. Get it like Drake.
Excuse me, sir. I don't know what that means.
Oh,
you got. I need my money by 6 o'clock. There ain't gonna be no.
Leonard Jones Nonro joined.
Okay, we just lost Leonard. He was good about to go gangster on us. And let me see. Hold on. There we go. We had lost him because I
still heard you, but the video had went off.
He was about to go gangster, so the video shut down.
No, I'm just saying, man. You know, you gotta have the money, bro. Yeah, you know what you're supposed to do.
And you know what I gave you. You came to me in good faith. You came to me, asked me for this money. I helped you because of the fact that I cared that much for you to give it to you. I didn't have to give it to you.
Right, and a lot of times if you owe money like that to somebody, you probably have other problems. You know, one problem you definitely got is you miscalculated our relationship.
Now, let's speak on that for a second as well. Leonard. Now, if this person comes to you and they need that much money at that particular time, what make you think in loaning them this money that they're gonna have the money to give back to you when they say they're gonna have it to give it back to you? If they didn't have, they're already in this situation. They're in the situation for a reason. So why is it that you would think that they're gonna have that $2,000 to give, $1,000 to give back to you Friday?
Well, first of all, I'm not gonna loan it to you if I can't stand to lose it. That's one. I understand if you got issues. Like I say, I'm not a mean person like that at all. If I got it, you know, I loaned it to you because it's not that big of a deal to me. And you needed it. And I'm not a selfish person, so I don't think of it like that. If you say you're gonna pay, I'm gonna try to help you out. Now, if you mess up, that's on you.
But if you have issues with them, basically, if you have issues with them and getting your money back, or at least them giving you some of your money back when they say they're gonna give it to you, their credit is bad now. Now their credit bad.
Exactly. You just can't come here no more.
Yeah, yeah. You got
You know,
bad
that's the way
credit.
my grandfather used to do it. If you mess
Mhm.
up, you can't come here no more.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know, I helped you. I didn't have a need to loan you that money.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
needed
And
to borrow. You needed to borrow it.
I didn't wake up in the morning and say, "Well, who
No,
could I loan some money to today?
right.
Who could I loan $50, $100, or whatever to today? Somebody needs this money. Who can I
You
give
know,
it to?"
don't bring no bad luck on yourself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what you do when you cross people like that. You bring bad luck on yourself for making bonds and promises you can't keep.
Mhm. Do you think there's some people out there that look for victims?
Oh yeah, somebody just was in my mailbox the other day about the king of somewhere and the money gonna be in this, that, and the other, and we need to transfer the money to your account and
Mm.
it's waiting. On that's always a lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know why people still fall for that.
Mhm.
But everybody can try you. You can't hurt people for trying.
Mhm. And how you say that thing? There's a sucker born what now? You said it yesterday.
Every minute.
Every minute.
I try to make sure my sons don't be that sucker.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because I'm gonna tell you something, Leonard. There's some people out there that'll tell you a story, man. They'll tell you a story so incredible, man. Hey, make you want to just go ahead on and look here, man. Look at man, Lord Jesus, here, bro.
You ain't even got to tell me what you're trying to do with the money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even care to know.
Mm-hmm.
You know who you got to pay. You know where you got it from.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Why is it that a lot of times, and we talking loan and money right now. We're gonna get off of this in just a second. But why is it that see if I loan somebody money and they owe the light bill, they owe the water bill, they owe the car company or whatever money, they'll say, "Well, let me take care of the other little bills, and I gotta take care of, and then and I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna pay you once I take care of them." Hold on, you owe me just like you owe them. You owe them just like you owe me. Hold on, are you basically saying that you owe me and is not as important as you owing them? Is that what it is, Leonard? Is that how the thing play out? 'Cause a lot of people feel that way. Let me take care of my other bills and whatever I got left, I give you a little something after what I have left. You
I
came to
don't.
me.
We're
You
not
can't.
gonna have it. We're not gonna have no conversation like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want you to talk to me about paying me the money back.
Mm-hmm.
We already got the agreement to how you gonna pay this money back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the agreement you made.
Mm-hmm. So you don't care who else you owe. They ain't got nothing.
I don't need no story. None of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna hound you about it. You know you owe it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like with people that make bets. Pay your bet
Mm-hmm.
when you lose.
Exactly.
Or don't bet.
Mm-hmm.
But to always be looking for a confrontation about something, I've learned that is not the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this when I loaned it to you.
Yeah.
That's when we talked about it.
When did it change? Explain to me when it changed because
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Yeah, because I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I'm not gonna loan you nothing I'm gonna lose. I'm not gonna loan you something I just gotta have back right then, right there, or something gonna happen to me. I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
put myself in jeopardy for you.
Mm-hmm. So basically, you ain't gonna loan nobody your light bill money.
Oh no, that makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't even know why people would do something like that, but you can't make certain things. I mean, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my people would be sitting up here without lights, fooling with you.
Exactly. But I've seen, truth of the matter, I've seen it happen, man. You look, I'm gonna loan you this money. I gotta have it back by Friday. I gotta pay this light bill. I gotta pay this light bill Friday. Now I'm gonna need my money back.
Yeah, like I said, before I loaned you that money, I told you I needed it Friday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's our agreement.
Yeah.
It don't matter to me about them lights.
Mm-hmm.
The agreement is you pay my money back by Friday. You don't even need to know my business.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know why I need the money back because it's mine and I loaned it to you. That's why I need it back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need no whole story behind it, none of that.
Point blank, period.
Yeah, what we go, well, why are we talking about it? That's what leads to the confusion.
Mm-hmm.
You can even say, if you need extra time
Mm-hmm.
or what have you, say that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need no story.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of Thursday, can I pay you Friday? Sure.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't pay me Friday, that's another lie you don't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll meet you up here and you don't meet. That's another lie you don't tell.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you counting the lies, man?
Yeah. There's evidence against you.
Yeah.
That's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm making it. I don't want you to take it personal. I don't want you to take it personal.
Mm-hmm.
You need to understand it's because of this right here. This is the issue. Don't take it personal.
Mm-hmm. Now, where my money?
I didn't take it personal when I loaned it to you.
Yeah. Now, where my money?
Basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of different layers in there, and people do different things for different reasons, man. And I think a lot of time then when somebody loans somebody money like that, when they do something like that, they're really looking for the good in that person. They're looking for the good in that person. Well, they're gonna do okay. Well, yeah, a lot of
you could be loaning somebody some money to go and flip some dope.
yeah.
We talk about all that good person stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gotta be good person, bad person. It ain't personal. It ain't personal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's money. You need the money. We made a deal about the money,
Mm-hmm.
not the issue. The money. You said you was gonna pay me back.
Mm-hmm. And you didn't.
Right.
Now we have an issue.
Now we have an issue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How much? And I heard what you said earlier. Don't loan no more than what you can afford to lose.
Right.
But how much would you just not be willing to walk away from?
I ain't gonna walk away from nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I got claim to it.
Mm-hmm.
I can always come get it.
Mm-hmm.
I got claim to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it doesn't even matter the amount.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the streets have laws and rules and stuff like that, just like everybody else. It's like major corporations, they have streets and they have rules and laws and bylaws and stuff that you cannot do. What are some of those things in the streets, man, that to stay healthy you might not want to do?
Man, I ain't worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
From the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't worry about stuff like that. I don't necessarily play by the rules, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm winning. If you catch me in the street, I'm trying to win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I ain't trying to be nice like that when it comes to that, because ain't nobody trying to be nice to me.
Mm-hmm. The motivation is to win.
And that's that whole thing. Even with when people say, "Well, I didn't have no choice but do this," and I had to get in the gang, and I had to. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you feel that's what you had to do, everybody ain't got to do that.
Well, a lot of time it boils back down to when you take the skinny off of it. They talk about it's street cred, man. I have to do
That's
this.
what you desire.
Mm-hmm. I have to do this to you, because if I don't, man, I'm gonna lose all my street cred, man. Everybody gonna be coming here thinking they could do that to me. Everybody gonna think they could do me because I let you get away with it. I let you get away with it, and so that's where a lot of people find themselves, man. I can't.
guess if you out there like that,
and some people are.
Yeah, you know who you doing business with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, some people are really out there like that, man, and for that reason, they get caught up.
Mm-hmm.
They get caught up.
Mm-hmm. If you're not ready, you ain't got no business out there messing with people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you can be on that level.
Now, come on, now, Leonard. All these little young boys and little girls out here, they swerving down. They thug, man. Tupac got these people thinking they thugs, man. They could go in any city, any town, or any block, and I can survive because I'm a thug. I'm thugism. I got that thug life in me. I'm gonna tell you something. 9 times out of 10, you take them to a major city, a real city where they get down for real, man, they'll cry like a baby.
I mean, it just depends if they faking.
Mm-hmm.
If they really scared, they scared.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been. I'm just very cautious. The only difference is, people. It's just a lot of talking going on about one imminent consequence.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't have to be afraid, because if you bother me in Detroit, I kill you in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
You mess with me in Chicago, I'll kill you in Chicago. I don't care where you at. Don't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
That's my rule.
Mm-hmm.
Don't bother me.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kill you about that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care where you from or what street corner we on.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me alone. Because we're not going to talk about nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play them little games and streets and things. I don't get down like that. That's why I try to stay away from that type of thing. Because I don't have the mentality to allow you to play with me like that.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. Now, Leonard, this is Way Out Wednesday, brother. What's on your heart? Let's talk about something.
What's on my heart, man? You know, I'm positive vibes.
Mm-hmm.
How I'm going to do better. You know, what am I going to do?
Man, you just just talk about killing somebody. Talk about how you gonna do better, man. You just talk about killing somebody.
No, that's an issue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's an issue.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, I don't pretend about certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So, one, I'm usually trying to be a positive guy. That's what I try to do each and every day, all day. That's what I'm about. I get very upset when negative people come around being a-holes and all this type of stuff. I don't like people to ruin my good time. I like to spend time with people to have a good time.
Yeah.
I don't like getting with people that, you know, just up to a bunch of mess or whatever and things like that, and negative consequences and drama.
Mm-hmm.
That's wasting a lot of y'all time in y'all life.
Mm-hmm.
It's being always in some mess and in some drama.
Some people live for that, Leonard.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
And they work very well with that. Or I don't know if they try. Some people are not even trying to change that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I always say, everybody don't want your prayer.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, everybody don't want to be healed.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not fooling with them people. I'm not going with them trying to convince them they need to do right. And no, man.
Mm-hmm.
No. Life is life. People should be trying to do the best they can each and every day. I tend not to associate with people that are not about that business because I do not have the patience for it. My life is not at a point where I can just be messing around, getting involved in things I don't need to be involved with, and endangering my livelihood. I ain't never wanted to go to jail. You know, I don't like to be confined. So I try to do things that I don't want to have to worry about being in jail. I don't like looking over my back or anything like that. So I try not to get into those types of relationships.
Leonard, what is freedom?
Being able to do whatever you want to do. That's freedom. It is basic. That's freedom. Doing whatever you want to do.
How much does finance play into that?
Well, it depends on what you want to do. If there's a freedom to be broke, if you would like, that's freedom. If money encumbers you, and you feel that way, I have a lot of y'all come on here to talk about negative aspects of money. I can't. That's y'all opinion. That's how y'all feel about it.
Yeah.
You know, I ain't got no problem with it. I need all the money I can get. It ain't gonna change how I'm gonna be able to go a lot further on $1,000 than I will on 100. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, now, Leonard, man, Grandma used to take $20, man, and feed us for a whole week, brother.
I'm just saying. See, you worried about eating like that? You know, I mean, that didn't even occur to me.
And now, you got to admit, now, Grandma take $20, man. And
we was talking about freedom. We wasn't talking about penny pinching and starving.
Well, I ain't never starved.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, I wouldn't. You know, I don't know nothing about. You know, it's a mindset.
Yes.
There are some people. It's mindset, man. You can have a whole. You know, it's not to demonize people with or without money. There ain't nothing wrong with money to me. You know, I guess some of y'all think y'all better than people when y'all get money. Money is just a tool for me to do what I want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Go where I want to go, work on the projects I want to work on. If I wanted to give it all away, that'd be, you know, that's what it's for.
It's yours.
It's just a tool. Yeah. It's not something to make me to try to make me better than you. I'm not better than a person because I got clothes on that cost more than them. You know, and nor should you despise a rich man. You know, so once you get those things out of your mentality, the path becomes a lot clearer on which way you should be going and what you should be doing. But too many people use money to try to impress people. Money that they make, they think they're better because they have the money. I think, you know, and one thing about since we're talking about it, is Free Your Mind Wednesday, there are certain black people who won't talk to you if you ain't got no money.
Yes, sir.
They don't value anything you say if you don't have no money.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like that. A lot of uppity Negroes, we would call them.
And Mace had a line in one of his songs, man. I don't understand the language of people with short money. I don't even want to talk to you. Basically,
but those people are just like that.
Yeah, yeah.
They're, if you watch their lives, especially those ones who have put their lives on television, that's the way they act. They think they're better because they got money. That whole rap game.
Yeah, yeah.
It's about that.
Money Mayweather, is he in that vein?
No, Money Mayweather is rich because he's an excellent boxer.
But you don't think he in a situation where he think he's better because he has so much money?
You know, he's a better boxer. And he has more money.
Let's talk about person. Is he a better person?
I don't know him personally. I've never seen him. I've never seen him behave that way. I know he's one of those people that ain't gonna let you try to bully him or tell him what to do with his money. I like that about him. Because, you know, you got some of y'all believe y'all entitled to other people's money, and you're not.
No. You ain't. Have Richard Pryor said a thing, man. You ain't told now, Joe.
You ain't getting that ring with him.
Yeah.
But see, that leads to that covetous heart. You coveting what someone else has.
And that was good, wasn't it? That was a good impersonation of Richard Pryor, wasn't it?
No.
You ain't told. Donald
Tucson.
Donald Tucson from Mississippi. How you doing, sir? Good morning. How you doing there, sir?
Now, I don't never know what to say.
Say good morning, Donald.
Say good morning. There you go. Tucson.
If you ignore him, he acts better sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. Now, Tucson, I know you've been listening this morning, man. Let's go back to about the child, man. Disrespectful child. You're dating his mom. He's a young teenager, preteen, and you go over there to visit them. You take food, everything. Y'all gonna sit down, y'all gonna eat and everything, and have a good time. Is your intentions? You walk in, you see the young lady. Hey, baby, how you doing? Good to see you, girl. You looking good. Oh, you smelling good. I like that. Oh, I like that smell you got on. You know, you doing your little pleasantry. Yeah, you know, come on. How you know that thing? How you do that thing? And then you look over to her son. He right there. He say, "Hey, man, how you doing, man? You doing all right?" He said, "F you, F you." Donald, what is your next move? What do you do next? Look at Leonard.
He got to catch his breath.
You got to catch something. You got to catch something. Yes, sir.
Back at you, little roller.
See, that's my man right there. That's why I listen to Donald Tucson right there.
Y'all the adults, though, man. You can't come back at that child, man. Y'all the adult.
Go tell him, Donald. Tell him how it go, Donald.
No, but look, that'll crank up the conversation. He'll know that I'm going to be where you are.
No.
We'll get you.
I'm telling you, we're going to put the conversation on a different level. They're going to shock him. He didn't see that coming.
No, he didn't see it coming.
No, but see, y'all the adults, man.
Just imagine here's this little smart mouth little boy. Right? And he comes out and he says, "Man, you."
Yeah.
I said, "Back at you, little roller."
Right. I love it. I told you.
Look, check it out. I ain't here to see you anyway.
Thank you.
Later.
You go to your room and stand there. Him. Here,
look. Let me holler at your mama.
Look here go $20. Go on to the mall.
Oh.
Give me $5. Look, give me $5. Back out of me. Just like that. Like he ain't never said nothing.
Man, but see, y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand though, Tucson, Donald, and Donald, man. You look, Tucson and Leonard, y'all are the adults, man. Y'all have to take some responsibility in that situation and make sure that this is something that does not happen again and will not happen again. Y'all have to take that stance, man. Y'all ain't doing that right now.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what I did at church. I did this at church. 2 little young men.
Oh, Leonard.
They go for bad in the neighborhood. They just, you can tell they would go for bad. And they were talking trash in there. So I wrestled both of them in the church parking. Both of them. Me and them rolling all over.
Oh my goodness.
Look, I put both of them on top of each other. They were teenagers.
Yeah. But
they didn't see that coming.
But Donald, what? Okay.
But afterwards, they had another perspective on life, right. Especially with me. They had another look.
Yeah.
Because they didn't see that coming.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't expect that. They thought I was going to be on the bottom some kind of way, but no.
Mm-hmm. And so, what lesson did you teach him, Donald? What lesson did you teach him?
You got to meet. I'm just saying, Raheem. I know it's your show. Can I talk?
Yes, sir.
Man, no. You got to meet these kids where they are.
Yes.
So you may not like Mortal Kombat because that's a rough game. Because I'd be like, darn, she just kicked his heart out of his chest.
Good Lord. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I sit down there and play with him. I don't even like the game. But I try to I play with him. So I cut the head off. They like that kind of stuff. We got to meet these kids and stop being so, they got another mindset because possibly they only have one parent, and that parent has 2 jobs. And the only direction they're getting is on a screen, some kind of way, phone, tablet, computer, video games. That's who's teaching them. So you have to go there with them and then see if you can get into a communication with them. Otherwise, the first thing they're going to come out of their mouth when you start talking about what you believe in, man, mother. And now you surprised.
Yeah, that's all that is, Donald.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. Raheem be doing all that.
That ain't never seen his daddy like he can. That ain't gonna work out good. Because he don't even have a respect for the man that brought him here. Because he's never in his life. So you got to come at it a different way. It's not, I had mom and dad all my life when I was coming up. But everybody's not like that.
Yeah.
So you have to take a different approach. Paul even said, I became all to all men, something like that. I'm not trying to quote it, but he was saying, and just like Jesus, he met them where they were.
So
Peter
he look
I'll cut you.
So he look at you down there and say, F you, you're gonna say F you too. What you call him? What you call him?
No, I ain't gonna say. No, I'm saying right back at you, little roller.
I love that right there. Because see, Tucson, I'm so glad when you come on, man, because you so real about it. And then you go, Raheem, I don't know what he be up to, or what he be on, or how he gonna handle the situation. He gonna be talking back and forth. Man, stop. I'm gonna teach him how to deal with another man, because obviously he don't know no better. I'm gonna put that pressure on him. You understand? But he gonna realize when you say something like that to a real man, he may eat you alive.
Now let me ask you this question: y'all dealing with it the way y'all deal with it, and say what y'all gonna say to him. Now, what's gonna happen? He jump up and rush towards you or swing at you. What you gonna do at that point? You gonna beat
bring
him?
it.
No, man.
What? That's where your mama will find you, right there at that step. Come and get your boy.
So you're gonna beat him down?
Come and get your boy. See, where I have sons. And I have to teach them how to be lions. And there's the way you teach a lion how to be a lion. If you're going to raise up like that, you better have some strength behind it. But you're going to respect big dog in this house.
But see, and that's the issue right there. That's one of the issues, Donna, that me and Linda talked about earlier. A lot of time, these women tell their sons, their teenage or preteen sons, that they're the man in the house. You're the man in the house. You're the man in the house. And then when a man actually come into the house to be a part of her life, there's some turmoil there. There's some resentment there, because now you're coming to take my position. Now you're coming to take my position, and I'm not too eager to give it to you. Talk to me, Donald.
Well, the thing about it is, I ain't trying to take your position because you're still a child.
Exactly.
You think you've gone to that point. So let you keep your place where you in your mind. Because really, I ain't got to live here. You live here.
In a teaching moment.
Plan.
A teaching moment for single mothers. Don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. And
you usurp your authority when you do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why y'all houses be messed up, and why somebody come around there and tear your household up. Because in your heart, you pay the bills, you do all that, but you don't told this little boy full of testosterone that he the man of the house. Well, now, where's your position at after you don't told him that?
Yeah, exactly.
And what you gonna
witness past?
Yeah.
And what you gonna do when he start making rules?
Yeah, because you told him.
Yeah.
And then also he looking at you sideways, because how many men don't be by your house?
Come on.
You let them be in charge of your house just because they over there too. See, that's the thing when you're out of order. You have to make amends. You tell this young boy he the man of the house, guess what? He's defending his house. Like I said, you visiting his house, Raheem.
Exactly.
That's why I'm not going over there fooling with him.
And that's what we think. That's exactly what in his heart of hearts. That's what he think. You coming into my domain.
Exactly. And see, a woman don't understand that. When I had a dog, set that dog at that door. You think you coming in that door? Men ain't that much different. When it comes to things like that, you already know, boy, she better be some kind of fine for you to want to deal with a woman with a 17-year-old boy with a bad attitude. God bless you, brothers, that embrace those types of situations.
Exactly. Just don't talk to me, brother.
Yeah, you just you can't plan. I don't know. It's just me. Maybe I'm stupid, but you can't plan on moving in if you're a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to take him into your environment and let him know you can provide for them. Otherwise, you just another sucker coming through the door, and that's how you feel. Trying to take over, and you move in with his mom. Really? Oh yeah. Now, if you come in the door, and grab hold to all the bills and start being not necessarily. Let me see how I can say that. It would be better for you to have your own place. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It would be better. I mean, but if you just a couch potato with a rap game, that boy ain't gonna have no respect for you. He gonna rise up in a minute. Cause see, now he used to be laying on the couch. because he ain't got no job.
Mm-hmm.
If he do have a job, mama's still taking care of him because he's still at the house.
Yeah.
So here you come, another growing boy.
Mm-hmm. And
with a beer and smoking weed and you work at McDonald's and nothing wrong with them. Nothing wrong with working at McDonald's. You're working.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that if you can't come in letting that boy know that you can help his mom out of her present situation, what good are you?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What good are you if you can't change her tire?
Yeah.
Something break in the house, you can't fix it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get it fixed. What good are you? You just, hey man, I just got, man, me and your mom going in the room. The boy gonna say, man, you ain't gonna go in there.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't my daddy.
Exactly.
And so when he start acting a fool with you, it's because you ain't got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have nothing to offer no more than he does. That's what he does. He go come in the house after playing all day and lay on the couch and play video games.
Mm-hmm.
And here you come, and that's what you do.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's crazy.
Now, Leonard, it's dinner time. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Don. Finish your thought, brother.
No, we have that over and over again. Ladies that's struggling, 2, 3 jobs with children, and here there's another grown boy comes in the house that wants her to take care of him too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, Leonard, it's dinner time. Y'all go sit. You know, you got this rule set where we gonna eat dinner at the table. You know, all this, y'all. You taking your plate to your room and you going in the living room and you doing all this. No, we're gonna eat at the table together as a family. That's what we're gonna do. And so y'all go to the table. Food's on the table. Y'all bless the food, everything. And now it's time to make your plates. He reach over there and get the big piece of chicken. Is that an issue?
Man, sometimes you be throwing me off. Why you in them people's house telling them what to do?
No. Some men say, look here, hey, Don Tucson, have you ever heard?
Are y'all married?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Not yet.
I'm trying to figure out why you in them people's house trying to tell them what to do.
Mm-hmm. But listen, he go ahead, Don. Go ahead, Don.
No, let on it. Say, look, if he grabbed the first piece of chicken and you have a problem with it, you say something about him. He been having the chicken.
Yeah.
The chicken in the house.
Yeah.
So here you come.
Yeah.
Oh, just because
that's my point.
You got 2, 3 legs just like him.
Mm-hmm.
You want the biggest piece of chicken. Well, guess how we started this conversation?
Mm-hmm.
The boy says, "Man, money, you."
Yeah. Exactly.
That's where that come in.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that conversation gonna start. So,
man, that be some freakish stuff. It's a little freakish.
Well, look here. My thing is right here now. The man always say now, Donna, you don't heard the man say, "Man, I get the big piece of chicken." And what if it is his house? What if they moved in with him? But he still, the young boy is still used to being the man of the house, the blah blah blah. He used to getting that big piece of chicken. Now he in your house, they moved in with you, Leonard, and he reached across that table and pick up the big piece of chicken and put it on his plate.
Are you being funny, Raheem?
So that won't be an issue.
No, no. I don't, understand why it would be an issue.
So you gonna let him eat the big piece of chicken?
Unless you might be some crazy dude. I don't know. You may be some crazy dude, and you may have a fetish about this big piece of chicken. So it just drives you insane. I don't know. You tripping on chicken, really?
So he get the big piece of the chicken looks so pretty. The big
he
piece
can have as much of that darn chicken as he would like. Nah, you know, some of y'all just crazy right here. Some of y'all just crazy, man.
Well, he just kicked the table over.
Now y'all know some men have a fit over that big piece of chicken.
Really?
Some men have a fit. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna call his name. I'm not gonna. And this is why, truth of the matter, this is where I get this from, man. I'm picking at a friend of mine. If he's listening, he's laughing like crazy right now. But he's a doctor, and now I ain't gonna say that because you know who he is. But he's a doctor, and he always talk about the big piece of chicken. Man, look here, in my house, I always get the big piece of chicken. I don't care who at my. He said my daddy could come. He said this one day. My daddy could come to my house and sit at my table, but I'm still getting the big piece of the chicken because it's my table. and I'm gonna, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna call him today, man. I'm telling him, look at the broadcast, man. I talked about you today. But yeah, he always say he's entitled to the big piece of chicken.
Oh, okay.
Tucson,
I know the joke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but I didn't think it was real.
Yeah, it's real with him. It's real. He's a doctor, and it's very real with him.
I thought it was just a joke.
Nah, because when he first said, I thought it was a joke too, but he kept saying it. And I asked him one day, I said, man, what's up with you and this big piece of chicken? He said, man, look here, I'm the lion. I said, brother, you serious, ain't you? And he was
he's pretty serious about his chicken. That's all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, Tucson. I hear you. the big piece of chicken.
Yeah. Well, you know what? But I'm gonna say this, and I don't know how that works out for anybody else. But even if well, I don't know. It told nobody welcome at my house. You can't come. But even we dog down when another man into the house. Oh, Pastor, you want the thigh? You can't get the thigh here.
Yeah.
Get your wing. Get your 2 wings.
Yeah.
I get the thigh and the breast.
Yeah, and the breast. See, you want the big piece of chicken, brother?
I want the thigh and the breast. You get a wing and a leg.
the necks and the backs.
You remember the chicken back and the chicken wing? Get you one of them.
Oh my goodness.
Well, man, hey, Leonard.
I'm gonna be full. When I leave this thing.
Look here, Leonard. Ain't no people so serious about their chicken, brother. People serious about their chicken.
I've heard, and I do understand that from the, from a cultural point of view. But I just never was that way. Personally, I ain't never known nobody to cut up my chicken, but I do know if there ain't enough chicken, there's bound to be some issues.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine, but I think my wife used to joke about it, the big piece of chicken or whatever, because she used to tease me because I don't eat chicken. So she used to tease me all the time and tell my son, now your daddy get the big piece of chicken, and she bust out laughing. And my sons be like, who really cares about chicken?
Yeah.
Who fighting about the chicken?
Exactly.
But it's just when things are out of order, anything can happen.
Yeah.
And it just threw me for a loop about the challenge at the table, even over the chicken. Why is we looking for conflict over chicken?
Chicken, exactly. And I'm gonna tell you what I used to do, man. And either one of my daughters will tell you this, man. I used to do this all the time. When we sit at the table, we eating, because we used to eat around the table. And they eat all. Since we're talking about chicken, let's keep it at chicken. They eat all their chicken, and I still got chicken on my plate. And because a lot of time I eat my vegetables first before I get to my meat, and then I start eating my meat too. But if they eat all their chicken and all the chicken is gone and they want some more, I take my chicken off my plate and I give it to them. Y'all here, y'all cut it up and give it to them. Y'all eat it. I just eat the vegetables, you know. And so that's just something I always did. And my wife used to get on me. She said, "You need to get full too." I said, "Baby, I'll be fine. I'll be
Man,
fine."
I used to eat a lot of meat when I was
Mm-hmm.
younger.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so funny because I would put some food on my plate and my mother would come right over and take it off the plate. And she would say, "You start with one piece of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
You don't put 3 pieces of chicken on your plate."
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I remember her doing that. It was so funny because I
Mm-hmm.
used to eat a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
just too much.
Mm-hmm.
And so, man, it wasn't nothing from, you know how they had that rotisserie chicken?
Oh yes, sir. Still love.
Oh my goodness. My mother used to just laugh because she was like, "We can't even share chicken no more. I'm gonna get you your own chicken." My mother used to give me my own chicken, bro. You know what I'm saying? I used to could sit in a car
Mm-hmm.
and she would, you know how your mother say, "I'm gonna stay in the, I'm gonna stay in the car."
Yeah.
Oh, leave me in there with that chicken if you want to.
Come back,
Chicken, bro. The chicken gone, bro. That chicken gone, bro.
What happened to Leonard?
I done gave my mother food away before to a man. He came over to the window and he said he was hungry. And she had just got us 2 plates from somewhere, I guess. And I gave the man a plate. And so she came back and she was like, "Leonard Jr., where my food at?" I said, "A hungry man came to the window and he needed some food, so I gave him the food." And she was like, "You know you finna give me yours, right?" You know what I hit her with? "Well, we must be good Christians. And so we gonna have to make do, ain't we?" And she looked at me like, "You make me sick." No, gave this man my food. She was hot, but she couldn't get too mad. Because I gave it to a hungry man, she couldn't get too mad.
Now, why did you give him your food though?
Because I had ate off mine.
Oh,
I was already eating mine.
Okay,
and he saw me eating in the car. And he came and said he was hungry, and it was a whole plate of food, so another plate. So I gave him that one. And I told my mom, I just figured since God has blessed you, so you wouldn't mind me giving this food, and she couldn't say nothing.
Wow,
you know,
Tucson, that could have been an issue right there.
Oh, she was hot.
Oh,
she was hot. She was hot. When she ain't do that, she couldn't do nothing. She was hot.
Tucson, this is way out Wednesday. This is way out Wednesday, brother. What's on your heart?
I mean, we talking about
no, whatever. No, your subject, brother.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I've been around you for a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't going to the same thing, but I'm kind of concerned with okay, what in I know that everybody has their own spiritual belief or Christianity or whatever. But what is righteousness? What is that? What is that? Living a righteous life. What is that?
Wow, that's a heck of a question, Leonard.
I am trying to live the most righteous life I can. I try to follow various different concepts that involve right speaking, right path, right knowledge, right associations with people, and try to incorporate that into everything that I do. As I said before, I don't have a will to hurt anyone. That does not even have to come about. Because one, I am truly trying to follow a more righteous path of doing things. And I have for a very long time.
Okay. I think he's trying to understand what exactly is that. What exactly does that mean?
Doing what is right. And if you don't understand it, you have a huge problem.
Tucson?
Well, yeah, and see, because we living in a society that everybody's right, and if we're self-destructive, and we have to be careful about what we say and do, because there are laws that have been brought up that can be racially profiling, discriminatory. People do what they really want to, and there's laws to back it up. But if we're going to get to the point that we know that we try to do the best we can from where we are, then the question is still, what is righteousness? Because I believe, somebody might not have to believe it. We're going to have to give an account of what deeds we do in this body. But if we're comparing ourselves to each other and making up